Josh Downs. This is a guy that I know you like a lot. Josh Downs has seemingly become the wide receiver 1 in Indy. He's not. He's not. But seemingly has become wide receiver 1 in Indy with Joe Flacco. He is rostered in 38% of leagues. He scored 15.9 last week. He's been wide receiver 22 over the last 3 weeks. And he's got an interesting next 3 matchups at Tennessee, against Miami, and at Houston. Against Miami will be interesting because Tua is not back yet. So that offense is not going yet. That defense, I don't know what's going on with Miami, but without Tua, they're a high school football team that's playing in the NFL. Like, it's bad.
And they beat the Patriots this past week. But yeah,
And somehow beat the Patriots.
It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah.
I made a joke. I made a joke to some friends. I'm like, is Tua the MVP of the NFL this year? Because you take him out of that offense, and they're shut down.
Yeah. He is. So Josh Downs is getting the most targets in Indy right now, and has 4 targets in the red zone, which is the most in Indy. With Joe Flacco, he has been incredible. I don't think any of us have to tell you that. I'm surprised Josh Downs is still only rostered in 38% of Yahoo and ESPN leagues. He scored 22 points last week. He scored almost 16 points this week. He's playing in 2/3 of the snaps every week. He's gotten 17 targets over the last 2 weeks. He should be rostered in more leagues at this point.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at, well, Alec Pierce is getting a lot of points too. Alec Pierce is like a Rashid Shaheed. He needs that big play to be fantasy relevant. For Alec Pierce, every week he's gotten a lot of points. He scores a touchdown. I hate to say it, Alec Pierce is a very touchdown dependent player, whereas Josh Downs isn't. He didn't score a touchdown last week. He still almost put up 16 points. He's very effective on the offense. He's getting the ball when nobody else is.
Yeah, in a PPR league, Josh Downs has an incredibly high floor right now, especially with Flacco dropping back on basically every snap. He's a bit of a PPR scam last week. He had 9 catches for 69 yards. Not really the efficiency we look for in like a yards per route run basis, but that doesn't matter at the end of the day because you got 16 points out of it. So yeah, I mean, I like Josh Downs as long as Joe Flacco is the quarterback. Now, when Anthony Richardson comes back, we're going to have to see what that offense looks like. We might see the target numbers go down pretty quickly for Josh Downs. But yeah, I mean, if you're comparing Downs and Alec Pierce, it's kind of a what do you need that week kind of thing. If you just need that high floor, Downs is definitely the guy. But Pierce, he might have one of those 70-yard touchdowns. If you're projected to lose by a lot, he might be a guy that you want in your lineup also. But I'm a big fan of Josh Downs. He gets a lot of separation on all the routes he runs. He's just a really solid NFL wide receiver. Yeah, so if he's available in your league, I would go get him because he could be relevant the rest of the season.